Well, hey everybody, how's it going? So, Mr. Sko here with a quick overview tutorial on how to use your learnkey workbook in coordination with the course files that go along with it as we move forward with the class. So let me make myself a little bit smaller here and we'll get going. Okay, so in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen, up until now, we've been downloading little pieces of our workbook to our computers or Chromebooks and just filling out little fill in the blanks, saving it, and then uploading it to Canvas to turn it in. Excuse me. Which has been great for domain 1. So for the rest of the domains 2 through 5, you actually need to use what's called course files and instructional material along with your workbook pieces. So this is going to go over what to do and how to download and save and use these files. Okay, so here I am right now, and I am inside Geometrics. I happen to be inside the Photoshop class, but this tutorial works just as well with Premiere Pro or Illustrator. So here's our first domain, working in the design industry. The second one is project setup and interface. Let's open up that, and you're going to notice that it just so happens to have 6 different lessons. That's a lot. So the very first thing we're going to do is grab our workbook piece for lesson 1. And this is nothing new. You've seen this before, but if you look at this lesson, you're going to notice that there are no fill-in-the-blanks. Where are the fill-in-the-blanks? There aren't any. Well, that's because that the rest of the class doesn't have a lot of these. They have them, but just not a lot. Instead, there are directions to do an activity. This first page, which is entitled Document Settings, asks you to open up Photoshop, and then you need to follow the directions to complete a certain task. So what you're going to do is you're going to do that task in Photoshop, and then you're going to give me a screenshot and place it on this page before you give it to me, which is what I'm going to go over in this video. This second page here asks you not only to do an activity using Photoshop, but you need to open up a file. So what is this file, and where do I find it? So let's go back over here to my left-hand menu, and you're going to notice on the very top portion, you're going to see some green icons with some different directions, but the last 2 says Adobe Photoshop Visual Design Support Files, domains 1 to 3, and then 4 to 5. Let's ignore 4 to 5 and concentrate on 1 to 3. You're going to click on that, and you're going to see a link to download a zip file. You know it's a zip file because you see a zipper along the file icon. So you're going to download that to your OneDrive. Now, I've already done that, so I'm going to go ahead and navigate to it. And there it is. So hopefully you guys can see that. It's got a zipper on it, which means that I need to unzip it. You guys know that you need to click on it once, and you'll choose Extract All. Oops, let me get rid of that. Now, be mindful, ladies and gentlemen, that the interface that you're looking at right here is Windows 11. The File Explorer looks a little bit different. And here I go, making a mess of things. All right, so I went ahead and extracted it, and here's my extracted file. Oops, let me go back out. I didn't mean to do that. So here's a pro tip, guys. Once you extract your file and you have your extracted folder, go back to your zip folder and delete that sucker. Get rid of it. And the reason why is because it's just confusing. So that's what I would suggest you do. Let's take a look inside of this. And of course, guys, pause this video to do the activities that I am doing along with this so you can follow along to its end. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open this up. And I have an inner folder, and I have domains 1, 2, and 3, and then a couple of different PDFs here. So that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to place these inside my units 1, 2, and 3 folders. These I'm going to leave out where they're at. Okay, so I can simply select this, and I can choose Cut, And I'm going to go inside Unit 1. Oops. And I'll go ahead and paste it. And you're going to do the same thing with the other two folders inside of Unit 2 and Unit 3. Okay. Hopefully that's making sense so far. Let's go back to our lesson here. Okay. So it's asking you to do something. And it's asking you to, save something, save a screenshot. We're not going to be saving a screenshot. We're actually going to be making a screenshot and placing it here. So what you need to do in order to place screenshots onto a page, guys, you need to do a little work. Now, nothing new, but it entails needing to save your work, okay? So you need to save your workbook section. So this is going to go inside Unit 1. So I got to go ahead and navigate to that. There's my Unit 1 folder. And I'm going to go ahead and stick that in there. Move myself so I can save it in there. Okay. So there it is. Now here's another pro tip. Once you get this pop-up, there is going to be a little bit of a folder menu here. And if you mouse over it, it'll say Show in Folder. If you click on it, it'll take you exactly where it's at, where you saved it. All right. So if I double click on this, it's going to open up in Google Chrome, which is what I don't want to do. You're needing to open this up in a new app that you've never used before, probably. And this is going to be called Adobe Acrobat. So the easy way to do that is simply to right-click on your download, and you'll have a menu. Of course, yours is going to look slightly different. Again, I am using Windows 11, newer than what we have in our machines at this time. So anyways, you're going to find and look for something called Open With. There it is. And as a default, you should see Adobe Acrobat as a choice. If you don't, simply choose another app and browse for it. I'm going to open it up in Acrobat. So I've actually opened it up in Acrobat, and I'm going to go ahead and pull this over so you can see. Boom. Okay, there it is. So nothing looks different. It's the same, except for you have some abilities to go ahead and place something on here. So in the next video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the procedure on how to make a screenshot, save it, and actually place that on here. So that is located on the same page in Canvas, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.